Kangana is the new tantrum queen in town. Priyanka's big fan ditches her. Ranbir's troubles seem never ending. Salman might just have landed a Hollywood film. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin and you have tuned in to another episode of 9xe.com The Show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9xe.
So it seems that everywhere you look, you are bound to find Kangana Ranaut. So, you know, basically everywhere. And looks like her popularity has gone to her head. It seems that she's becoming a bit of a pain to work with. Try this on for size. Recently, news came in that on the sets of Katti Batti, Kangana began to take over directorial duties from Nikhil Advani. She began to override his instructions and instead told him how things were done. This cheesed off Nikhil so much that the shoot was called off for 2 days. Granted that Kangana has done a short course in filmmaking, but Nikhil has been a filmmaker for quite a few years now. But this is not even the worst of it. During the shoot of Tanu Weds Manu Returns in Delhi, Kangana demanded a presidential suite, which, fair enough, she can ask for since, you know, she's the film's lead. But the shocking part was that she demanded that her sister, who is also her manager, gets a presidential suite of her own. Well, the last time we checked, the presidential suite was large enough for 2 people. But we get it, Kangana, you are currently the cream of the crop, which means that most of your demands will be entertained. But the my way or the highway attitude might just be your undoing. Here's a piece of unsolicited advice. Chill a little and don't forget your roots. You are supremely talented, but something's gotta give, right? And speaking of talented women, we've got a story that you'd so want to hear. But before that, check out Shraddha Kapoor fangirling over Priyanka Chopra.
मेरी favorite आ गई है प्रियंका. मेरी favorite आ गई है. Nobody can beat Priyanka Chopra. Every time I see her, my heart just explodes. मतलब अगर कोई फिल्म ऐसी ऑफर हुई कि मैं और प्रियंका चोपड़ा साथ में करेंगे तो it'll be the most amazing thing for me.
So you think that Shraddha would be more than happy to work with Priyanka, right? Well, not so much. Priyanka is ready with a script that will be made by her production company. It's a woman-centric film scripted by the writers of Queen. Priyanka thought that Shraddha would be a perfect fit for the role, and so she approached her expecting a positive response. But to her surprise, Shraddha turned down the offer. Her reason? She did not want to do a female-centric film at this stage in her career. A source told 9xe.com, it was a woman-centric film, so obviously Shraddha's role was meaty. However, Shraddha declined the offer politely. She does not want to do such films at this juncture in her career. I'm a little confused here. How is it a bad idea to do a female-oriented film, be it at the start, middle, or end of your career? I mean, look at what Mary Com did to Priyanka's career and how Kangana's career soared after Queen. And both parties who were involved in last year's biggest female-oriented films are giving Shraddha a chance to be part of a film that has her front and center, and she said no.
Sorry? Sorry, क्या?
Shraddha, are you sure you're Priyanka's biggest fan? Maybe Shraddha is one smart cookie and knows how not to mix business and emotions. And emotions are running high in the Kapoor household. Just after the debacle of Bombay Velvet, Ranbir Kapoor and the family have newer problems at hand. Since 2010, reports arrived that the Kapoor family plan to tear down the iconic Krishna Raj bungalow and make a 14-story modern home in its place. It seems that the new building would have a 70-seater theatre, a swimming pool and even offices. But the authorities don't seem to be happy about this. The Pali Hill Residents Association had filed a complaint with the BMC and the Building Proposal Department, opposing the actor's move to convert the bungalow into a commercial building. Ranbir had clarified their stand to a section of the media where he said, "We were not trying to bring down the bungalow and allow a high-rise to take its place and then live on the top floors. We just want to expand our private space within the boundary walls." But the controversy has not died down just yet. A report poured in once again that the bungalow would be replaced by a 14-story building, including a preview hall. The Pali Hill Residents Association is still rattled by this. Having not received any concrete response from the Kapoors even after repeated asking, a committee member has filed an RTI on behalf of the association. A Pali Hill resident on condition of anonymity told 9xe.com, "We reserve the right to know what is happening. We have tried asking them directly but met with vague replies." Meanwhile, Madhu Poplai, the president of the Pali Hill Residents Association, has confirmed that an RTI has been filed to find out details about the Kapoor's supposed expansion plans. A few weeks ago, Ranbir's father Rishi was at the forefront of a residents group demonstration that did not want hawkers in the Pali Hill area. At that time, Rishi had told a section of the media, "It makes no sense for hawkers to be allowed in Pali Hill. This will only inconvenience us. It's not a commercial zone, it's a residential zone." Seems Rishi is against a commercial zone in the leafy environs of Pali Hill. Let's hope he has this much resolve when the RTI is answered. Coming up, are Varun and Alia set to star in yet another film? What has Arjun been calling up and asking directors for? Welcome back to 9xe.com, the show. So after bagging the coveted film Shuddhi, looks like Varun Dhawan and Alia Bhatt might have another big film in their kitty. .com, the show has learned that director Shad Ali held a screening of Mani Ratnam's Tamil film Okay Kannami for Alia and Varun a few days ago. Now what could this mean? It only means one thing. Shad has plans to remake the romantic comedy about a young couple in a live-in relationship with Alia and Varun in mind, and showed them the film to get their views on it. Incidentally, this is not the first time that Alia has been approached for this film. It's believed that she was asked to be part of the Tamil version, but she had declined. But now that the movie has received rave reviews, looks like she's had a change of heart. Are Alia and Varun becoming Bollywood's hottest on-screen couple? If things go according to Shad's plan, this might be a new lease of life for him. His last film, Kill Dil, did not do very well, neither with the critics nor with the Janta. But this won't be the first time that he remakes a Mani Ratnam film. He debuted as a director with Satya, which was a remake of Mani's Tamil film. Then Shad did Banti Aur Bubbly, but after the miserable failure of Jhoom Barabar Jhoom, Shad went back to assisting his mentor Mani on Guru and Ravan. Mani and Shad's relationship goes beyond the professional. Shad took personal care of Mani while he was dealing with health issues, and Mani was there for Shad while he was going through a divorce with his childhood sweetheart, Shazneen Hussain. So if this film comes through, Shad can hope for some respite, and who would not want to see Alia and Varun set the screen on fire again? While Alia and Varun are on a career high, their friend and contemporary Arjun Kapoor is looking for his next big hit. Arjun has been facing a lull at the box office, so it seems he has put his ego aside and is asking for work. This is interesting because after all, he's a star kid and they rarely ask for work up front. 9xe.com, the show, has it that Arjun recently took the decision to call director Abhishek Varman, who had given him the hit Two States. Arjun spoke to Abhishek at length, bouncing ideas off him. Arjun also requested him to keep him in mind while he was writing his next script. Seems Abhishek has considered the option. Arjun had a dream launch into glitzy Bollywood with Ishaq Zadeh under the Yash Raj Films banner, but things haven't been hunky-dory for him since. He was caught in the AIB roast debacle and suffered badly. The last movie Arjun starred in was his family's production Tevar opposite Sonakshi Sinha, which failed to impress both classes and the masses. Well, we hope his phone calls end in good news. So Arjun might be on the lookout for more work, but he already has a film with R. Balki. Earlier, Anushka Sharma was to star opposite Arjun in the light-hearted romance, but now news has come in that Kareena Kapoor will be cast opposite him. Arjun and Kareena play a married couple, and it seems that Kareena won over Anushka because Balki wanted the wife's character to be older than the husband. And you thought that there were no interesting roles for older actresses in Bollywood. Reportedly, the film is set in northern India and will go on floors in July. Balki plans to release the film sometime next year. We recently saw Arjun and Kareena hanging out at an event in Delhi and even at Mumbai airport. At that time, it seemed like they were just two people from the industry spending time together. But could the seeds of this casting have been sown then? Wow, they really do look good together. Balki's film, if it comes through for Kareena, will be a great boost for her career. Kareena had a small role in Gabbar, and her next Bajrangi Bhaijaan seems to be all about Salman Khan. So Urta Punjab and this untitled bulky film are what she can look forward to. It would be great to see her challenge herself once again. And now it's time to look westwards and see what's been happening in the world of entertainment. The film Macbeth, based on Shakespeare's play of the same name, was showcased at Cannes Film Festival. The film's lead pair, the supremely talented duo of Michael Fassbender and Marion Cotillard, walked the red carpet. Then they spoke about the film as well.
You know, I didn't think to myself, I want to be scary. I guess that the in for the character for me, and it's such a big revelation to me, and I'd never thought of it, which is crazy, but Justin was like, this is a man who's suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, he's killing people with his bare hands year in, year out. And what is the effect that it has on him? And of course, all the clues are in the play, you know, from the beginning. You know, does he see witches? Is this sort of hallucination, which is classic symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder? And then later in the banquet scene, where Lady Macbeth is like, you know, we know that he suffers from these fits, you know, don't be alarmed, you've seen it before. So, okay, we have a history that he's a little unusual or unhinged at times. And so I was like, oh, that's great, you know, so from the beginning I knew I was dealing with somebody who was unhinged.
Marianne took on the challenging role of Lady Macbeth, adding to her list of iconic roles.
There was kind of a pressure taking on such a iconic and big role like this one. But then I thought I just had to work the same way I work usually, is to try to understand this character and build the character from my understanding. Coming up
is a Salman and Sylvester Stallone film in the pipeline. This is 9XT.com, the show with me, Caitlin. There are whispers that Hrithik had promised Siddharth a sequel or another film. But now Hrithik is giving him no definite answer. He is doing a bit of a back and forth on the decision. Our sources have it that Siddharth has been approaching production houses with the assurance that Hrithik is on board. But the production houses want to see Hrithik's commitment on paper. This has left Siddharth in a fix. How is he supposed to get that done when Hrithik is shying away from commitment? The Bang Bang star is pretty choosy about his films, but we hope he gives the nod to Siddharth's project soon. After all, who doesn't like watching him on screen? And now moving on to our next piece, Salman Khan recently had a fanboy moment with Sylvester Stallone on Twitter. He posted how besides having a great physique, the Rocky star is a talented director and writer. Salman wrote, "Agar kisi ko follow karna hai, bahar ka inko follow karo. At the Sly Stallone, aapke hero ka hero." Sylvester Stallone. The Hollywood star was prompt in expressing his gratitude towards Salman. "Would like to thank the super talented Indian superstar Salman Khan the compliment he tweeted. We should do an action film together." The conversation between the two icons took an interesting turn when Sly tweeted that maybe they could work together in the next Expendables. Stallone has been involved in the Expendables franchise, directing, writing the screenplay and acting in the films. Stallone has earlier starred in the Akshay Kumar-Kareena Kapoor starrer Kam Bakt Ishq, but has never had a full-fledged role in a Bollywood film. Share your thoughts on Salman and Stallone's film on Facebook and Twitter with #SalmanStallone. Now moving on from that story, there's a phenomenon that's taking social media by storm, and it's called Dubsmash. Dubsmash is an app that lets you take selfie videos of you lip-syncing famous lines or songs. Bollywood is going gaga over this app and uploading fun videos faster than you can say Dubsmash. How many seconds was that? 2 seconds? Dubsmash? Check it out. Sonakshi Sinha is clearly the boss of Dubsmash. She's done quite a few videos. Here's one of her with Salman mouthing dialogues from her father Shatrughan Sinha's film Mere Apne. Talk about melodrama.
शाम कहाँ है?
वो तो बिट्टू को लेकर दवा खाने गया है।
आए तो उससे कह देना छेनू आया था। बहुत गर्मी है खून में तो बेशक आ जाए मैदान में।
At the time of going on air, the video had 65,000 likes. She even clearly lip-synced Rajnikant's dialogues.
आंडवा सोल्रा, अरुणाचल मुड़िकरा.
But the best is her mouthing her famous Thappad dialogue from The Bang.
पर से डर नहीं लगता साहब, प्यार से लगता है।
Ranbir Singh exclusively did a dub smash video for 9xe.com where he imitated his idol Anil Kapoor.
ये लड़कियां पटाना एक आर्ट है और इसमें मैं माहिर हूं।
The video got close to 17,600 likes.
He then did a video with his Dil Dharakne Do co-star Priyanka Chopra where they each lip-sync each other's dialogues from the film.
तुम सच में ये शादी चाहते हो?
क्या तुम सच में ये डिवोर्स चाहती हो?
The video got around 31,000 likes.
Varun Dhawan also joined the bandwagon with a 9xe.com exclusive dub smash video of one of his favorite actors, Govinda's dialogue from Do Not Disturb.
Dolly, 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 hey, dolly, 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 hey, dolly, dolly, dolly.
Alia, Bhatt and a friend dub smashed a popular ad from back in the day.
स्वेटर पहनो बेटा स्वेटर पहनो
Must say, she does cranky well.
This one got around 17,800 likes.
Amy Jackson and Prabhu Deva got dub smashing to one of Akshay Kumar's lines.
Ranaut, Vikram Ranaut.
This video got only 204 likes.
Now on to our next story. Seems Shahid Kapoor's refusal to commit has got him in trouble. Nope, we're not talking about his personal life, but his professional one. It has resulted in him losing out on the film Farzi. 9xe.com has told you that Shahid had received an ultimatum from the Farzi producers Eros and directors Raj and DK. Farzi had a script ready for 5 months, but after the shooting was postponed twice, the directors and producer had decided to meet Shahid to know whether he was serious about doing the film. One of Farzi's directors, DK, had previously told 9xe.com, "We'll have a meeting with him to understand whether he's still keen on the project, and if he is, he needs to tell us when we could start." Shooting for Farzi was postponed twice earlier. Shahid was to shoot for Farzi in November, but he chose Vikas Bahl's Shandar instead with Alia Bhatt. The director duo took this in their stride and decided to go on floors with the movie in February. But Shahid gave February to Phantom Films' Utta Punjab. Farzi was then to go on floors in June, but with Shahid's marriage date locked sometime in June, it seems difficult for the Kamine star now. As a result of all these delays, he's lost out on the film. Has Shahid missed his chance with Farzi because of his marriage plans? Who will take his place? Well, we'll definitely let you know. Now on to our next story. So Shahid Kapoor might be out of Farzi, but could that be the reason for his sleepless nights? Or is it something else? Recently, Shahid Instagrammed a photo of him in bed with the caption, "Sleepless." Now we wonder what could be giving him sleepless nights. His crazy shooting schedule? His impending marriage to Meera Rajput? Maybe he has a lot to finish before the big day, or maybe he's just super excited to start the next phase of his life. Or is he worried about losing his eligible bachelor status? Come on, Shahid. Stop worrying, everything will be just fine. But yeah, the next time we bump into Shahid, we'll definitely ask him why he's been turning sides. Coming up, Bollywood reacts to the ban on flat footwear at the Cannes red carpet. Things are only getting worse for Bombay Velvet and Ranbir. This is 9xe.com, the show with me, Caitlin. So the recently concluded Cannes Film Festival was a successful event, but there were a few glitches, namely the one that's being referred to as Flatgate. News got around that the guys handling the prestigious red carpet did not let women wearing flats walk the carpet. The women had to have heels on. Things got so bad that even an amputee was banned. The Flatgate scandal is ironic because this was the year of women at Cannes. Festival director Thierry Frémont, however, has apologized. He tweeted, "The rumor that the festival requires high heels for women on the steps is unfounded." He also told a section of the media, "There was perhaps a small moment of overzealousness." However, Bollywood's ladies have not taken kindly to this. This is Bollywood Reacts to Flatgate. Shabana Azmi took to Twitter to express her disgust. Shocking report that Cannes bans flats on red carpet. Director of Amy Asif Kapadia says his wife was given a rough time too. Unacceptable, surely. We also spoke to a few other women in Bollywood.
I don't get glamorous when I don't wear heels. Bhagwan ne height di hai. Thank you, God. I don't know. I can't remember the last time somebody didn't wear heels. So this one-off person. I mean, people should be given the choice of footwear, I guess. Yeah.
Of course, I mean, Cannes is something that is very big, and I somehow believe that, yeah, one should respect the rules that is there then. And yeah, you try and wear high heels that you feel comfortable in, you know. So, yeah.
I think the main thing behind it is the whole, there's a dress code, right, to every function or whatever. But I think they should be lenient because there are a lot of people who can't wear heels because of certain problems. And especially the older lot, or sometimes a gown needs you to wear a different kind of footwear. So I think it's not right being so strict, and should let people be, you know, a little easy with what they're more comfortable in. And that's when the whole thing is, you know, easier to deal with. But I think they've lifted the ban, so I think the uproar of the whole thing has made them all very aware. They've lifted the ban. But yeah, I think it was quite silly to have such a stringent rule. Yeah, so I'm someone who can wear any kind of footwear and still look elegant or whatever. So it was quite a funny, weird ban to have.
I think it's very very low thinking, you know, कि लड़कियाँ heels नहीं पहने तो glamorous नहीं लगती. I don't believe in it at all. I think glamour आता है आपकी personality और confidence से. It's more of your swagger and more of your grace and your persona that I think that defines you and that defines your beauty.
मैं आपको अभी कैसे लग रही हूँ? I'm not wearing heels right now. No, it depends on the occasion. If I'm on a red carpet, I would of course prefer heels. It's not just about looking glamorous. It's about a certain gait. It's about a certain posture. But to each his own. If you're comfortable with what you are wearing, that's very important. You should not do something because someone's told me to do unless I feel. If I feel like wearing heels, I will wear heels for my sake.
From that story, we've got one that's bound to shock you a little. Directors have increasingly taken to being in front of the camera. After Karan Johar in Bombay Velvet, you'll see Shekhar Kapoor and Anurag Kashyap share screen space. Our sources have it that Shekhar and Anurag will feature in Hirie, produced by Himesh Reshamya and directed by newbie Vishal Mishra. A surprise addition to the cast is Shekhar, the director most famous for Bandit Queen and Elizabeth. It's an oddball cast. Himesh's acting career has faced ridicule. As far as Anurag is concerned, he's not a bad actor. I mean, he did pretty well in a small part in Farah Khan's Happy New Year. But Anurag in a romantic film seems a bit of a misfit. The last time Shekhar faced the camera was for the action thriller Vishwarupam, where he shared screen space with Kamal Hassan. When 9XC.com sent Shekhar a message, we got no reply. The casting seems interesting on paper, but will the movie be? Well, we'll keep you posted on that one. However, Anurag could do with another project. He really needs something to get his mind off Bombay Velvet's terrible performance. And sadly, almost 2 weeks after the film's release, things are only getting worse. One of the most awaited movies of the year, Bombay Velvet, is a complete washout. Made on a grand budget of 110 crore, the Anurag Kashyap directed movie had a number of firsts. Fans of Ranbir and Anushka were happy that it was the first time the two worked together. Bombay Velvet was also the first full-fledged role of Maverick director Karan Johar. Bombay Velvet was also Anurag's most expensive outing. Alas, the film's trailers failed to create a buzz at the box office. The songs of Bombay Velvet did not get praise either. The writing on the wall is that trade pundits and the audiences have panned the movie. Shows are few, and Fox Star Studios, who have co-produced the film, have pulled out advertisements from leading newspapers within a week of release. Trade analyst Amod Mehra points out, "Look, the film has been removed from most theatres. It is one of the biggest debacles in the history of Bollywood. How do you justify the insertion of listings in such a scenario?" With Anushka basking in the success of NH10 and Dil Dharakne Do already creating a buzz, the most affected by this debacle are Ranbir and Anurag. With duds like Besharam and Roy, Bombay Velvet completes Ranbir's hat trick of debacles at the box office. Trade analyst Taran Adarsh is pegging the losses of the washout to 90 crore, making Bombay Velvet Anurag's highest loss till date. Bombay Velvet's finances are in doldrums. Until Monday, the movie had made only around 25 crore. Despite this, Ranbir was adamant about being paid his full 32 crore. 9XC.com The Show told you a few episodes ago that he had only recently received the remaining 12 crore after Rishi Kapoor intervened. And Ranbir's troubles continue. 9XC.com has it that he is reshooting major portions of his debut production, Jagga Jasoos, over a 50-day shooting schedule. Anurag Basu and Ranbir are producing the film under the company Picture Shuru Productions. The detective movie was said to be a musical, a first of its kind in India, but seems the movie is now being toned down. With such drastic changes come reshoots. Jagga Jasoos has a 50-day schedule left. This is after undergoing a 70-day reshoot. Seems Jagga Jasoos is this close to being remade from scratch. Anurag and Ranbir had earlier given us the critically acclaimed Barfi, and we hope they can recreate the magic with Jagga Jasoos. After all, there had to be some respite for die-hard Ranbir fans, right? And if you guys are fans of the show, and let's be frank, you are, you must check out our site 9xc.com and our YouTube channel. Chat with us on facebook.com/9xc and at 9xc the show. Also get our free 9xc app. Bye for now, and I'll see you guys on Friday.